How's Unc Toomey?
Doc figures he's got a bad concussion. They clobbered him on the head.
Damn weasels.
They got away with all the horses and mules in consignment to Fort Huachuca.
Roscoe will find them.
Roscoe?
Yeah. One of them mules kicked Roscoe. Look here. He's a mine-working mule. Leastwise, he is wearing a cleat-toed shoe.
Pretty bad bruise.
Yeah. Say, reckon Doc Goodfeller would take a look at him?
I'll ask him.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
In the opinion of mule owners, a mule is more intelligent than a horse. In the opinion of Shotgun Gibbs, his mule Roscoe was smarter than all other mules and most human beings. Thus, when a consignment of Army remounts was stolen from a livery stable in Tombstone, Roscoe happened to be the only eyewitness. What could Roscoe do about it?
Wyatt.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Toomey should be all right. Let him rest on that cot, and don't pester him with a lot of questions.
Yes, sir. Roscoe's hurt.
Roscoe? That mule?
Yes, sir. Mr. Gibbs and I, well, we'd like you to take a look at him.
Well, he can't be hurt much. If a mule's really hurt, he lies down.
Just as a favor, would you look at him, sir?
I haven't had a decent night's sleep in a week. And now you want me to... Oh, all right.
Howdy, Doc.
Good. Well, no broken bones. Rub some arnica on him, Gibbs. And put some balsam of Peru on that cleat cut.
Well, can't you give him a little regular doctoring?
Oh, certainly. Take him to the hospital, put him in bed, and I'll sit up the rest of the night with him.
He's a little short on sleep and a little short on temper. Well, we'll take Roscoe on over to the yard and back to the jail and doctor myself.
Well, Roscoe don't take it kindly being made light of. You forget he's our only eyeball witness?
Yeah, that's right.
But what you don't remember is that the last time a mule done Roscoe a dirty trick, Roscoe caught up with that same mule 3 months later.
That's right, he did, in Dodge. Yeah. Roscoe's got a memory like an elephant.
Besides, what else you got to work with on this case besides Roscoe's memory and that there shoe print on his rump?
Nothing else. Not now, anyway.
Well, you ought to treat him with a little more respect, then.
Mr. Gibbs, if that mule helps us recover government property, I'll make him a deputy marshal.
Hey, you hear that, Roscoe? Feeling better, huh?
Don't tell me Roscoe understood that.
Well, no, not the words, but it's the tone of your voice, Wyatt. Roscoe knows you're treating him like somebody important. You know, the mule, that's a heap better than a peck of apples or high-class doctoring.
Well, people value it the same way, Mr. Gibbs.
Bring him inside, Corporal.
Marshal Earp, we got your telegram at the fort last night. I caught one of the thieves. He has 2 mules he can't account for.
I bought the mule.
You have no bill of sale. The prisoner was headed north to a gypsy camp when Corporal Higgins and I stopped him.
Your name, sir?
Lieutenant Grange, Army Intelligence. My prisoner says he is Louis Vanek.
You have the mules outside?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gibbs, bring Roscoe around front. I'd like to have him take a look at those mules. After you, sir. Old shoes, no toe cleats. Same here.
What's that got to do with it, Marshal?
One of the stolen animals kicked Deputy Gibbs's mule, Roscoe. He was wearing a my mule's toe cleat.
All right, Roscoe, look 'em over. Well, what do you think? Lieutenant's got the wrong mules.
Are you sure that Roscoe would recognize all the stolen mules?
Well, of course he would.
I tell him I don't buy stolen animals.
That's enough. Marshal Abe, you can't be serious.
Of course, it's just a theory, Lieutenant.
Well, I'll bet you a whole month's pay that these here mules wasn't with the one that kicked Roscoe.
Marshal Abe, I want this man held as a suspect and his horses and mules impounded as evidence.
If those are your orders, Lieutenant.
Corporal Higgins and I haven't time to consult Roscoe, your detective in this case. Mount up. We must find the rest of the gang and recover the animals they stole.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Your friend is right. A mule never forget a man who hurts him.
Say, he sounds like a real muley man, don't he, Roscoe? I vote we turn him loose.
No, can't do that. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to hold you in jail until you make a tour of the traders' camps.
I'm gypsy. Will I be hanged for stealing animals with bad charge?
You'll be booked on suspicion. Nobody will know what the charge is.
I thank you. Remember, you're my only friend.
Well, if you don't know mules, who does?
Howdy, Marshal. Looking for somebody? Howdy. Liveryman and Tombstone was hit over the head last night. Some Army horses and mules were stolen. Mr. Gibbs, have Roscoe take a look at those mules.
Ain't nothing here, White. What's the idea of taking this animal in so close to our mules? He might have a disease.
Mister, you want trouble?
Take it easy, Mr. Gibbs.
You lawmen are all alike. You think you can get by with anything. What's his rump doctored for?
He got kicked by another mule last night.
Yeah? Well, we'll see. Hold it. Mr. Gibbs?
Come on up. Take Roscoe inside there. I'll watch it out here.
Hey, Roscoe! Roscoe! What's the matter with you, boy? What's bothering you? Huh? What's bothering you? Back off. Back up. Back up. Whoa, whoa. Now stand steady, boy. Stand steady. Oh, mule. Oh, boy. Oh, oh. Hey, what? Step in here, will you? Well, this here is one of them. Feel that toe cleat? Beat it.
Yeah. Roscoe don't like him, huh?
No. Neither one of them's the mules that kicked him. But he remembers them from last night, all right.
Oh, I see. They were traveling in bad company, is that it?
Yep. We're on the trail now, boy.
Somebody cover me in here. I'll go around the side.
Right.
It's a strange horse.
Yeah.
Must be somebody in the barn. Let's take a look. You in there, come out!
Drop him. Pick him up. Now, you just bought those mules from a fella, huh?
That's right. And his boys had a lot of horses and mules.
Which way were they headed?
They rode off towards Dicebox Canyon.
Skinner Malone's camp?
We don't know anything more.
That's it.
Mr. Gibbs, bring Roscoe out here. Now, we'll come back for you after we paid a visit to Malone's. Let Roscoe take a good look at it.
Roscoe, you dead certain you didn't see them fellers there last night? Take a look. Take a look. Didn't see him, huh? Nope. They wasn't in on it. They'd have been hit a bit of hunk at them.
Maybe he's right. Let's pay a visit to Dicebox Canyon. You let me handle Malone. You and Roscoe take a look around and see if Roscoe can find anything.
You think Malone's apt to make a fight?
No, I don't think so. Does too much business with the Army. He'll want to clear himself.
They told me you were smarter than this, Herb. Looking for Army remounts that ain't even been branded.
Oh, we'll find him, Mr. Malone.
Not in my remuda. Why, I'd be a fool to cross Colonel Hibbert to the fort. Look around. I don't want you restless.
No luck at all, huh?
Maybe Roscoe's lost his memory.
Oh, it ain't that. There ain't no mules in that remuda. Roscoe don't pay much attention to horses.
Well, we better head back to Tombstone. Maybe Lieutenant Grange has already solved the case.
Yes, sir. You got your mule, didn't you, Roscoe?
You sure that's the one?
I'll bet your shoes will prove it.
Yeah. Mine and shoe with cleated toe. I'll fit the scar on Roscoe.
Hush up, Roscoe. Hush up. Mind your manners.
What's all this about, Herb?
Mr. Malone, you and your men are under arrest.
Arrest just because Roscoe don't like another mule?
Not just another mule. That mule kicked Roscoe last night. He's part of the string of Army mules that was stolen.
Herb don't know what he's talking about, Skinner. And he ain't arresting me on account of no mule.
Mr. Malone, you want to resist arrest too?
No, not me. Ain't no judge gonna hold me and my boys on what a mule thinks.
All right, Mr. Gibbs, we're taking this whole remuda back to Tombstone.
Yes, sir.
Pick him up.
Cut that out! Stop that! You try that again, and I'll kick your ribs in. I ain't gonna stand for no more lawlessness. You just behave yourself. Come on up here. Get up. Come on.
Quiet. Good work. How'd you find them?
I didn't. Roscoe found him.
No time for jokes. Unc told me he's conscious now. He could stand a little questioning.
That's fine. Ask him if he can give a description of the Army animals that were stolen, will you?
Now, that makes sense.
Thanks.
Roscoe found them.
Marshal Earp, is this supposed to be a joke?
No, sir. No, Roscoe recognized the mule that kicked him during the robbery, and on the strength of that evidence, I arrested Skinner Malone, his men, and seized their remuda.
The court would like a demonstration of Roscoe's extraordinary powers.
All right, sir. I have 4 mules out and back there. Shotgun is over with Dr. Goodfellow, taking a statement from Unc Toomey. I'll handle Roscoe so that he can't be accused of taking suggestions from Shotgun. That fair enough?
No. I must demand the immediate arraignment of Louis Vanek, the man I brought in.
Well, it's time for that, Lieutenant. Mr. Earp will be allowed to present his case.
Thank you, sir. Now, you'll observe, Judge, there are 2 black mules, a bay and a sorrel. Now, Roscoe, get... Whoa, Roscoe! Whoa!
Amazing. Why are you so sure that's the mule that kicked him?
Well, I measured his hind shoes. Fits the bruise on Roscoe.
Too bad it's not legal evidence.
Why not?
Well, the mule has no standing in a court of law.
Obviously not. Your Honor, may we get on with the arraignment of that gypsy?
Oh, Roscoe.
Mr. Vanek, you admit that you have no bill of sale for the mule team in your possession when you were arrested by Lieutenant Grange?
I buy mules from my cousin Julio. Among our people, it's insult to ask for a bill of sale.
That's right, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but the law requires a bill of sale. Lieutenant, the theft of government property is a federal offense. Now, I suggest that you take the defendant to the federal courthouse at Prescott.
No, I'm innocent. I didn't.
Silence. Now, the court orders that...
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes?
This here is Unc Toomey's ledger book. It's got the description of the horses and the mules in the Army consignment.
Marshal Earp, I understand you arrested Mr. Malone and seized his remuda. The court orders that you check this ledger against all animals claimed to be owned by Mr. Malone. Lieutenant?
Sir.
Why weren't the Army animals branded at the time of purchase?
Colonel Hibbett's order, sir. We do not brand remounts until they have passed final inspection at Fort Huachuca.
I go now, please?
No, sir. You stay in jail. Marshal Earp may have recovered the stolen animals, but he hasn't caught one thief.
Well, Roscoe will catch him for you, Judge.
Oh, of course he will. Of course.
What? I'll let Roscoe smell of him, but Roscoe don't think he is with them thieves that run off with the stock.
Roscoe ought to be the Chief John Law in Arizona.
You making small of a mule?
Mr. Gibbs, we're going to have to hit the trail again. You go check and see that we have enough provisions.
Yes, sir, I'll take care of it. Roscoe don't approve of Malone here. Turn up his nose and snort it at him.
Well, I don't...
Mr. Malone. Unc Toomey's ledger here checks against 10 horses and 1 mule you claim to own. Where'd you get them? I'm asking you a question.
Why don't you ask Roscoe where?
Because I'm asking you. Now, sit down. Now, it may surprise you to know that I can hold you and your men as receiving stolen goods on this evidence here.
You gotta prove that we knew they were stolen.
No. Judge Spicer is holding young Vanek because he has no bill of sale. Have you?
Well...
Now, the local juries are prejudiced against horse traders.
Well, hang that gypsy, sure.
Maybe you too.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make a deal.
No deals. But if you supply information leading to the arrest of the thieves, Judge Spicer will take that into account.
All right. I bought the animals from Whitey Jones.
Whitey Jones? Where can I find him?
Search me. All I know is he used to be in the Army.
What's he look like?
Oh, blonde fella, 35, about your size, maybe a little heavier.
How many men with him?
4. Just saddle tramps. They took my money and rode off.
All right, I'll check this out with Lieutenant Grange. Well?
Jones is a common name. There were lots of them nicknamed Whitey, I imagine. He must be using an alias.
You're forgetting something, Lieutenant.
What?
This had to be an inside job at your own post.
Incredible.
A consignment of remounts must be of record at Fort Huachuca. Who buys them?
One of the post sutlers, I think.
A civilian? But you didn't check the settlers, did you? You just rode right off and arrested the first gypsy you could find.
Are you trying to take over Army intelligence? A deputy United States Marshal who gets his information from a mule?
Roscoe found your stolen remounts. Now, I was going to let you and Corporal Higgins return them to the fort and claim full credit. Now, Mr. Gibbs and I'll ride along. You're a greener, Lieutenant. You just may get lost. We found the animals at Skinner Malone's.
Lieutenant Grange says that a gypsy did it. You found the animals at Skinner Malone's camp. Frankly, I don't think that either one of you has nabbed a guilty man.
That's right, sir. We haven't.
I've checked carefully. We have no post settler by the name of Whitey Jones.
Well, a man don't go around stealing horses or using his own name, Colonel.
Do you have a settler nicknamed Whitey?
I'm not that familiar with all the nicknames around here.
Do you mind if we ask around?
Lieutenant Grange has already done that. I might add that I have complete faith in Army intelligence.
You're entitled to your opinion, sir.
We giving up on this, White?
Well, I don't see there's any more to be done, Mr. Gibbs.
Roscoe. Roscoe! Whoa! Oh! Now listen here. You obey the law just like everybody else. You hear?
You hold on to that mule tight. He's a killer.
Aren't you Henderson, our remount buyer?
Yes, sir.
Whitey Henderson, isn't it?
None of your business.
He's our man, White.
Give me those cuffs.
Well, now, isn't this a little bit ridiculous? Simply because a mule doesn't like Henderson?
Roscoe hasn't been wrong yet.
Sir, I must change my report.
How's that, Lieutenant?
Henderson's nickname is Whitey, and he's used the alias of Whitey Jones. Correspondence with horse traders. He had it hidden in his closet.
Lock him up in the guardhouse, Lieutenant. We'll deliver him to federal court for trial.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Hey, you know, I almost forgot something.
What's that?
Here, for Roscoe.
Oh, no. We thank you kindly just the same. You know, Roscoe's big-headed enough as it is. Used to make him a deputy marshal, they just wouldn't be no living with him at all, White.
Well, perhaps you're right.
I don't think Roscoe agrees with us.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Marshal Earp disliked working with the posse, and he avoided it when he could. But news that the San Bernardino gang had crossed from California into Arizona territory and were heading toward Old Mexico left Wyatt no choice. It would take many extra men to cover canyons and trails and make a fight against the San Bernardinos.
And bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
When our famous Marshal Wyatt Earp came into the bank that morning, I stopped my work to take a good look at him. I guess it was just plain hero worship. I don't know why a bank clerk like me should have admired Wyatt Earp so much. He was a tough man, wearing guns, and I couldn't have envied him his job or the dangerous life he led.
Marshal Earp, this is Arlie Smith.
How do you do, sir? How do you do, Mr. Smith? Happy to know you.
I think Smith was on the wrestling team or something like that in college, eh, Smith?
No, sir. I boxed and played some rugby football.
Can you shoot a gun?
Well, I've shot some quail and some rabbits with a 12-gauge.
I wish the bank had someone more experienced.
Mr. Smith will do fine. Real fine. You get into your hunting clothes and be over at my office at noon, huh?
Well, what the... Marshal's organizing a posse. Catch a gang called San Bernardino Boys headed for the Mexican border. Of course, we're assuming you'll volunteer. But if you don't want to go...
No, sir. I'll be glad to go.
Good. Mr. Bradshaw would like the bank represented.
Mike Noonan. He's day boss out at the Tough Nut Mine.
Scratch him. He has ridden a horse in years.
Jim Biggs, ramrod of the R-30.
Biggs. Hey, Doc, what do you think of Biggs, R-30?
Pretty fair hand.
Who's next?
A fellow by the name of Arlie Smith, over at the Tombstone Bank.
Smith. He's a greener, but I like his looks.
Just so he doesn't spook on us.
Or get himself killed.
Well, I'll let him drive the chuck wagon. Who's next?
Special Agent Dale, Southern Pacific.
He's a good man.
Yeah. Judd and Tompkin, Santa Fe. Both of them special agents, too.
Yeah.
All packed? I won't need my shaving things, son.
You don't know what you'll need. You don't know anything at all about this posse business.
Well, I'll get told. Wyatt Earp will see to that. There's nothing to cry about, Martha.
He didn't need you.
If he didn't, he wouldn't have asked me.
Arlie, you'll get hurt.
I have to go, Martha. The bank expects it of me. And I expect it of myself.
I'm sorry. Go on. Get started now.
That's my girl.
I'll be all right here with Mrs. Williams.
I'll be back in a day or so.
Now, you're carrying your own Winchester and a Colt 45. You're gonna need a good saddle for a long haul. You tell Mr. Gibbs to fix you up, Mr. Jennings. Mr. McNerney?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Holliday says that you know the Santa Cruz River country between Madero and Nogales.
Yes, sir. I've been hunting down there for 15 years or more.
Good. You take this Army map and lay out a trail for us, huh?
Yes, sir. Marshal, we need plenty of 45 cartridges, too.
We got it. Put it in the box, huh? Now, I've decided to split the posse into 3 groups, Dr. Holliday, Mr. Gibbs, and myself. Is that all right with you?
That suits me, sir.
I think the railroad men ought to split up and one go with each group. You all know the San Bernardinos by sight.
I sure do.
All right, load up.
Let's go, boys.
Smith, sir. I'm from the bank.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Smith. Can you drive a team of horses?
Well, I'm not an expert.
Well, you won't have to be. Dr. Holliday will be riding on a chuck wagon with you most of the time. You better trade that quail grunt in for a sawed-off shotgun. You load it with buckshot.
Yes, sir.
The ammunition's already loaded. You'll be responsible for that and the canteens.
Anything else, Marshal?
I almost forgot. Dr. Goodfellow's loading up the medical kit. You're going over to the hospital and pick it up.
Yes, sir.
Relax, Sonny. We got a lot of miles to go yet.
These horses sure seem to know I'm a greener. Loafing on me.
Well, you are a greener.
I can't deny that. You know, I'm still wondering why Marshal Earp chills me, anyway.
It's a matter of keeping discipline.
How's that?
My young friend, nobody but a greener or a cook will drive a chuck wagon.
They won't, huh?
Don't let it break your heart, Sonny. Just think of yourself as a living sacrifice to our overwhelming Western pride. In return, Deacon Earp, Shotgun Gibbs, and I will try to make sure that you're not a dead sacrifice. Ooh, slow them down.
Oh, boy, oh. Oh, boy, oh.
Easy, easy. You getting the hang of it, Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Mount up, will you, Doc?
Trouble up there, Wyatt?
I run into a couple strangers. They claim to be special agents for Southern Pacific.
What do Dale, Judd, and Tompkins say?
Well, Dale doesn't know them. Gonna check with the others. You stay here, Mr. Smith.
Well, it didn't exactly break my heart to discover why Earp had picked me to drive the chuck wagon. But I felt disappointed. I guess I had expected to be galloping a horse in a swirl of dust with 245s in my gun belt.
Halt! Halt! He's mine! Hold it! Watch that gun!
It's not hit bad. Go get the medical kit. How many Sambaduras in those mountains?
More than you got, Johnny Law.
Where are they?
You find them.
A couple of men put them in the chuck wagon. Mr. Gibbs?
Come on.
Your detail's gonna have to bury the other one. If you do that, come on back and guard the chuck wagon. The rest of us will go on ahead.
All right, sir.
Boys, grab them shovels. Give me a hand.
Mount up.
Mr. Earp,
Yeah?
will you tell me what happened?
All right, Mr. Smith. A couple of Sambaduras tried to pose themselves as railroad detectives to throw us off the trail. The other one's dead. You go give the boys a hand.
Water. 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 Water.
I guess it's all right.
Cut that out, son. If you don't talk, you don't get no water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gibbs. I didn't know.
Boys! Boys! We'll head on out for the first camp. Why, and the rest of them will meet us there. You get this here wagon moving. Just follow me and Roscoe.
Well, Mr. Gibbs, shouldn't somebody lick the prisoner? He might be bleeding or something.
Well, that's up to him. He could talk and save us a heap of trouble. He probably figures maybe some of his friends will bushwhack us. Let's go. All right, let's move out.
Find the trail, sir?
Yes, we did. We'll probably head for the Santa Cruz River. Means we gotta cross Razor's Back. It's a rough road. Mr. Gibbs will drive until we make camp.
Yes, sir.
How's our prisoner?
Well, he keeps asking for water, but Mr. Gibbs said not to give him any.
That's right. When he gets thirsty enough, he'll talk.
Well, how many boys you figure they got?
Oh, not more than a dozen in the main party, but they may have split up.
You think they'll turn on us?
Not before dark. And keep those horses at a walk.
I'm burning up. I need some water.
You ready to talk?
I don't know nothing.
Well, then you stay thirsty. Good mouth.
Get up, boy!
Rest easy, son. There ain't gonna be no bushwhack along here.
What makes you so certain, Mr. Gibbs?
Well, bushwhackers need easy running room. Besides, Roscoe ain't even brayed once.
You mean Roscoe would warn us?
Well, sure he would. That there mule can smell trouble a half a mile away.
Well, the Sambadures could just be right up there waiting to pick us off with rifles.
Them outlaws ain't fools.
What do you mean?
Well, Wyatt always tries to figure what he'd do if he is an outlaw. Them there Sambadures hit us. It'll happen tonight when we're camped on the Lizard. What's left of them can run downhill to the river.
Mr. Earp is an intelligent man.
Smartest John Law ever I met up with. Of course, he'd been dead a long time ago if he wasn't extra bright. Move along, boy.
Water.
Mr. Smith, bring me that canteen.
Water. No fooling.
You ready to talk?
Talk. No.
We can wait.
Mr. Earp. That was rather cruel, wasn't it?
Hunting outlaws is a cruel business, Mr. Smith. The Sambadoo gang murdered 17 people in California. You give them the chance, they'll wipe us out.
Yes, sir.
You get yourself some supper. You come back here and stand guard duty until midnight. The Sambadooers may decide to hunt us.
Watch it. Oh, Marshal Earp.
That gun cocked?
Yes, it is.
Lower the hammers. Easy. We don't carry our guns cocked, Mr. Smith. A man could stumble and hurt himself or shoot a friend.
Yes, sir.
Now, you turn in and get some sleep. Mr. Gibbs will take over.
Is it midnight yet, sir?
Just about.
Oh, Marshal, if it's just the same to you, I'd like to stand the full watch.
Watch it! Keep down! Hold your fire!
Shotgun, take the left draw. Doc, take the center. I'll take the right.
Sir, coming in with 2 prisoners. Lie down. So lie down.
Where's Smith? Keep an eye on them.
Well, boys, look what we got here.
Mr. Earp, it's me.
Thought you were gonna watch the chuck wagon.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, but I got scared and ran away.
All right. Go on back to camp. Go on.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Deacon? Deacon?
Yeah?
So far, we've killed 5 and captured 3. I suppose it has occurred to you that there are San Badua scattered all over these mountains.
Just have to take them as we find them, Doc.
My pals didn't make it, huh?
No, they didn't.
I won't talk to John Law, but I'll talk to you. I gotta have some water.
You'll talk first.
Dice Box Canyon. That's what Turk Higgins and most of the boys is camped. Now, water. For Lord's sakes, give me some water.
All right. Hey, not so much at once. You won't keep it down.
Mr. Smith.
I told you not to give him any
He
water.
talked. The main gang is in a place called Dice Box Canyon.
All right, give him all the water he wants. That's what I'm up against, Mr. Smith. The men are brave enough, they just don't want to ride into that canyon blind.
I didn't think you knew what they felt.
It's my job to know what every man in a posse feels.
Say, why don't you let me go in there and take a look around?
You?
Sure, I'm the logical choice. Well, if I'm caught, they take me for what I am, a greener, not a John Law. You could fix me up with some pots and pans and shovels, and I'd look like a greenhorn prospect.
There's quite a risk to it.
I won't run out on you this time, Mr. Earp.
You've done your running, Mr. Smith. I'd bet on that.
Thank you, Marshal. I think it was Mr. Earp's idea all along, but he didn't want to suggest it on account of Martha. I'm sure he wanted to give me this chance to make up for last night.
Marshal, we better hurry. They're breaking camp. They might be gone.
How many of them?
Only about 10 men, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Doc, we'll go in by foot. Spread across the canyon. Mr. Gibbs, you take 2 men and Mr. Biggs form a second line in case they try to ride over us.
He aims to take them all alive.
I sure do. It's a lot easier than digging graves for them. Well, let's move on. We're short on time.
Marshal Earp, if you don't mind, I'd like to go along.
You stay here and watch the horses and the prisoners.
Yes.
Lot to do about nothing, kid. Turk and the boys already got away.
How's for some water, kid?
Not until it's over.
Hurry him up.
Four men dead.
Gibbs and I didn't do it.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm digging for a slug.
Not with a dirty knife, you're not. Mr. Smith, you do it. Use a probe and a forceps.
Yes, sir.
Well, come on, boy. Start a digging.
Where's Gibbs? He went with Marshal Earp to guard the prisoners digging graves.
Surprised Wyatt didn't try to do it by himself.
Well, they're coming back now.
Get off that leg. Ride in the wagon.
Yeah, I believe we will.
Get up there. You need some water? Not right now. Let's get out of here. It's bad country after dark.
We were all too tired to talk, but I kept watching Marshal Earp at the head of the posse and thinking of the job he'd done. He went into the mountains and he broke up the San Bernardino gang before they could escape to Mexico. He was under fire 3 times. I kept thinking, where and how do we find men like him? And what keeps him risking his life in such a job as this?
Just a moment. Arlie! Arlie, honey. Oh, thank God. Look, tell me what happened. Why are you so quiet?
Marshal Earp, you had him all wrong.
Wrong?
You know, he says if he ever needs another posse, he'll be glad to call on me. Think of that. Me riding with Wyatt Earp.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story
Roscoe. Get your bucket started. Get the rainbow on with it. Better go.
Why? Well, I'll go get Dr. Goodfellow.
No, it's too late.
What do you mean, from that fire?
Fire didn't kill him. His head's bashed in. He was murdered.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
In the West, a name was only a name, and it might be a mask to hide many things. One didn't inquire into it too closely, unless it became necessary, as it often did for Wyatt Earp. For behind the masking names were people and their problems.
Hey, son, can I help you?
Maybe, sir. I'm looking for someone.
Oh, come on in, boy. Come on in. Sit down. Now, what seems to be the problem?
I can't seem to find anyone in town that's ever heard of her.
Oh, young lady?
Yes, my fiancée, Miss Evangeline Murphy.
Evangeline Murphy. She live here in Tombstone?
You've never heard of her either. I thought maybe at the newspaper office.
Well, now, wait a minute, son. I don't know everybody in town, especially if she happens to be new here.
Well, she's lived here for years. Came with her father. And he was killed in the mines.
Murphy, huh? Are you sure?
Well, yes, she wrote me from here not more than a month ago.
What'd she look like?
Well, I have a picture of her. She sent me in one of her letters. You know her?
Yes. So does everybody else in Tombstone, but not by that name. This is Evie Marlowe.
Evie Marlowe?
Maybe the best-known saloon singer in these parts. Certainly the prettiest. Didn't you know about that boy?
No.
You say this is the girl you're engaged to?
Evangeline.
Where'd you hear that name?
Well, you know, I'm Billy Costain.
That's supposed to mean something to me?
Come to get you like I said I would.
Come to get me?
Well, sure. Didn't you believe me?
Look, handsome, if this is your way of getting to know a girl...
But I do know you from your letters.
I don't know what this is, but you've got the wrong girl.
No. You're Evangeline Murphy, aren't you? I'd know you anywhere from the picture you sent me.
Anybody can have one of these. I sell them for $1. I don't know who sent it to you, but it wasn't me.
You trying to say that you don't want to marry me like you promised?
Marry you? Look, mister, I don't know what kind of game this is, but get out of my way.
Not until you tell me for sure.
You'd better get lost, because here comes the man I am going to marry, and he's not going to like this kind of play.
So that's it.
I'm sorry, but it wasn't me sent you that picture or wrote you letters.
Well, what about the letters I sent you and the money?
Money?
Money to pay your father's debt so that we could get married. That's all I had. I want it back.
Take your hands off me. You didn't have to do that.
This young lady is not public property. Don't forget that.
Sit down.
want to tell me about it?
A newspaper man spread what a fool I was.
Well, then you should talk to Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp?
He's the marshal in this town.
This is nobody's business but mine. I'm begging your pardon, sir. Not yours. I should have known it was some kind of a trick.
Now, this advertisement appeared in your paper back east, right?
Yes, I can even remember the words. Decent, comely young girl, stranded alone in rough western town. Seeks help and loving protection of decent man. Object, matrimony.
Well, that sounds like me. I was left alone to make my own way.
That's right, Miss Evie. Go on.
I don't know why I even answered. Maybe because I was lonely, too.
You answered this, and the letters began.
And the picture arrived. And I could hardly believe it. She was so beautiful.
Well, I don't think anyone could blame you for being smitten, son. Not even Mr. Duval.
The letters continued?
Yes, and got more and more friendly, and then we became engaged, only...
Only what?
Well, only she said her father had died and left debts, and that she couldn't honorably leave Tombstone until they were paid.
How much?
$500.
And you, sent it, huh?
Plus train fare. Only she didn't come, and I waited, and then I wrote and told her that I was coming after her.
Well, that's where you surprised whoever did it. You, weren't supposed to come all this way out here.
Marshal Earp, this is very strange. My father was killed in the mines, and he did leave debts. Well, you know, that's why I'm still here in Tombstone and working at the Alhambra.
I know, Miss Evie.
Do you suspect me?
Well, as you said, it is very strange. You get one of the letters?
Yes. Here.
Is that postmarked Tombstone, what?
No return address. How did you address your letters?
Just general delivery.
Well, then the postmaster should know who Evangeline Murphy is.
And who picked up the letters? Of course, it's late. He wouldn't be there now.
No. He's probably out to his ranch by now.
I'll go visit him first thing in the morning. There is one man we could talk to right now.
Oh, who's that, Wyatt?
Sam Dutton, man who took this picture.
What could Sam Dutton possibly know? He only took this picture. Evie here sells them at the Alhambra.
Well, he might know something.
Well, what? Anybody could have gotten hold of those pictures and sent them. What would Sam Dutton possibly know?
Well, let's go ask him, Mr. Duval. Mr. Dutton?
Why, howdy there, Marshal Earp. Mr. Clem?
Evening, Mr. Dutton.
You, know Miss Marlowe, Mr. Duval?
Howdy, Miss Marlowe.
This young man here is Mr. Bill Costain. I believe you made this picture of Miss Marlowe.
Yes, I think so. Yes, that's mine. Made it about 3 or 4 months ago.
How many of those did you make up for Miss Marlowe?
Why, quite a lot, I think.
Well, you keep records, don't you, Mr. Dutton?
Well, it'd take me a little time to look it up, but as I remember, maybe 100 or more.
That's just like I told you. Anyone could have sent these.
Did you make up another batch for anybody else other than Miss Marlowe?
Why? Why should I?
That's what I'm asking you.
No, that'd be unethical.
Miss Marlowe, you remember giving a large bunch of these pictures to anybody?
No. I don't understand. What are you driving at?
Well, if somebody is pulling a confidence game using your picture as a lure,
They would need lots of pictures.
That's right. You see, that ad may be running in a lot of papers back east.
You mean I'm being offered in marriage all over the country?
I think so. There are a lot of Dilly Costains, and more may be showing up at any time.
Oh, this is awful.
I'd like to see your records.
Well, I'm sorry, Marshal, but they aren't here. I keep them in my box at the bank for safety.
Will you have them here tomorrow morning?
Sure. Sure.
Easy, Miss Griffin.
He was lying to you, Marshal. I could tell by his eyes.
Maybe.
Well, there's something about the man doesn't set quite right.
Well, if you were to scare him, I bet he'd break down and confess.
Well, now you leave that to me. Understand?
Marshal, I don't blame you for suspecting me. It does look suspicious. But you've got to believe me. And you too. I didn't do this. I couldn't.
You know something, Wyatt? I'm inclined to believe it.
You believe her, Marshal? You think she had anything to do with this?
I hope not, Mr. Costain. But I'll know more by morning.
Who is it?
Harlow.
I'm glad you come. What am I going to do?
Nothing.
Well, I handle the mail. Nobody can trace it to you.
That's right.
Sure, you can pick up and go whenever things get too hot. I can't. I've got a business.
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
How?
I said I'd handle it, didn't I? Now, where are the books?
What do you want with them?
You want me to help you or not? All right. And where are the books?
They're right here.
That's all I need to know.
All right, hold it.
Huh? Who's there?
Oh, Sumos.
Wyatt. Glad you come along. Need some help.
What are you trying to do?
Get in the post office. What do you think? Only this key don't fit anymore.
You sure the trouble's with the key?
You think I've had a mite too much, don't you?
Well, maybe just a mite.
Guess you're right. That's what I figured the Ripe would think, too. Guess I'll sleep in here tonight, if you help me get in.
Well, I'll help you get in if you answer me a question.
Question?
Mm-hmm. Who's Evangeline Murphy?
Murphy. Benton. General Delivery, that's who.
General Delivery. You ever see her?
Nope.
Well, who picks up the mail?
A man. Gets a raft of it, too.
What man?
The photographer. You know, Sam Dutton. Evangeline Murphy. Funny name for a photographer, ain't it?
Now, you move aside and let me get you in.
Yeah.
Well, now, don't push so much, we'll never get in.
No. Wait a minute. Ooh, right.
There you go. Now, there's your key.
Oh, thanks.
Now, you have a nice rest. You'll feel better in the morning.
Thanks.
Fire! Fire! This place is on fire! Come on, look at here. Hold on, the place has got burned down.
Oh, yeah. Get your wagon started. Get the right barrel. Get the right go.
Why? Will I get Dr. Goodfellow?
It's too late.
You mean from that fire?
Wasn't killed by the fire. His head's bashed in. He was murdered.
Oh, no. But why?
Maybe someone was just trying to scare him.
You think I did it, don't you, Marshal?
Oh, he couldn't have. He was with me at the Alhambra. We left when we heard them call fire.
Evie, what do you mean he was with you?
He came to hear me sing, and he sat with me. So you see, he couldn't have killed Mr. Dutton.
I know. He had no reason to kill Dutton. Sam was killed to keep him quiet. Now I'm going to have to find out what he knew in another way. And I will. Now, it's more than just a confidence game. It's murder. Mr. Clum?
There's not too much damage, White. Well, you discovered the fire quick enough to get it out before it got too badly started.
That's good for us. Bad for the murderer.
What are you looking for?
Something the fire was meant to destroy, along with the body.
What?
This.
What are they?
Business records.
Pretty badly charred.
But not completely burnt. I want to take them along with me.
It's time for me to change and go home, I guess. Thank you, Mr. Costain. Thank you for coming to hear me sing.
It's me that should thank you. You're wonderful. I mean, you sing wonderful. And I know that you didn't have anything to do with all this.
Thank you. Poor Billy. He came looking for a wife, found nothing.
I'm not sorry. I just wish I'd come sooner before you and DeVow.
I know. Might have been nice to have been with Angela and Murphy.
To me, you are.
Good night, Mr. Costain, and thank you.
I'll wait here in the alley. You shouldn't ought to walk home alone this time of the night.
But...
Well, if DeVal shows up, all right. But I'll wait.
Evie, hurry up. We're getting out.
Getting out?
Yes, getting out of town right now, tonight.
This is DeVal's room.
Sure you didn't come back?
I couldn't have missed him. Do you want me to open it? I always thought Duval was an honest gambler.
No. Gambling's just a front with him.
What's his real business?
This. There.
It's a picture of Evie Marlowe, isn't it?
Whole box of pictures of Evie Marlowe.
Why, I don't get it.
Well, Duval got it. He got plenty. Do me a favor. Take that box of pictures and these letters over to Mr. Gibbs at the jail. I gotta see Miss Marlowe fast.
I'll do it right away.
Tell Mr. Gibbs to be sure and lock him up.
Carl, it's not because of Sam Dutton, is it?
What made you think a thing like that?
You knew all about me. You could have gotten the pictures from Sam.
Evie, you can't think such a thing of me.
No, of course not. I couldn't have agreed to marry you if I thought you were that kind of man.
Of course you couldn't. Look, Evie, I'm sorry about the rush. But it was supposed to be a big surprise for you. There's a wonderful job waiting for me in San Francisco if I just get there in time. But I've got to catch the midnight train out of Benson. Oh, Evie, it is a fine job. And we can settle down and we can have a home. That is what you want, isn't it?
Oh, yes. But we're not married yet. And I'd like to have time to do it right.
All right, we will make it right just as soon as we get to San Francisco.
No, Carl. I'm not sure. Why don't you go to San Francisco first and
Not sure. You were sure enough before that kid came into town today.
That's right. He made me stop and think. And, Carl, I don't think I really love you. I think I was only lonesome, wanting someone to love.
Well, you're not going to back out on me now. The love can come later on, but we're going out of here tonight. Because I can put you in this just as deep as I am.
What do you mean?
Sam Dutton, that's what I mean.
It was you.
And if I say you were a part of it, who's to say no? Earp already suspects you.
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't I? If you don't go with me now.
I won't do it. I don't care what happens to me, but I want to see you pay for what you've done.
You can't hang you twice, you know.
No, I won't do it.
Oh, there. You. Wyatt.
What can I do for you, Mose?
Now that Sam Dutton's dead and Duval's in jail, what am I going to do with all of that mail for Evangeline Murphy? Oh, but say, there is an Evangeline in town now.
Is that right?
Yep. Singer down at the Alhambra calling herself Evangeline Marlowe.
Well, not for long. I hear her name is going to soon be changed to Costing.
No.
Yep.
Well, now don't that beat all? Some folks ain't never satisfied.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The judge with us,
The judge put up quite a struggle.
Wells Spicer. Big man.
And you would be John Ringo. I thought you had better sense.
Why didn't you turn Charlie Parks loose like I ordered you?
A circuit judge doesn't take orders from a hoodlum.
Parks ain't guilty.
That is for a judge and jury to decide.
Well, you won't be the judge.
I'll get a rope, Johnny.
Hold it!
Yes,
Hold
Steady.
it! Hold it! Spicer can still change his mind. Sit down and think it over.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
Judge Wells Spicer of Tombstone was generally regarded as the most fearless judge in Arizona Territory. He backed Marshal Earp and the forces of law and order with complete disregard of his own safety. Although hoodlums seldom dared to threaten a judge, the Clanton killer known as Johnny Ringo was capable of anything. And when Spicer clashed with Ringo in the Charlie Parks trouble, Wyatt had good reason to fear the worst.
Forgot to fill my canteen.
Ain't hardly worth a stop, Mr. Granby. But seeing it's you, I'll do it. Are you heading for the mine?
Nope. The stamp mill in Charleston.
Oh.
Don't neither of you move or make a sound. Keep them covered. All right, Charlie, let's go.
Payroll. Where's Marshal Earp?
Well, he's checking the saloons at this time of night. Oh, Lord. Did you hear one of them say Charlie?
Yes.
I think I know Charlie. I gotta tell Mr. Earp.
Are you certain it was Charlie Parks of the Clanton outfit?
I swear it, Marshal.
How about you, Mr. Granby?
Well, he fit the description of Parks, but I don't know Parks. Both of these men wore masks.
I can take an oath it was Parks.
Mr. Granby, you say you lost $4,500?
Yep, in 10s and 20s.
Oh, does your office have a number list on these bills?
Well, we list about 1 in 10.
Help a lot. Now, you tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I was on my
when I
water
saw
wagon, and he
Porter-
wanted me to fill his canteen, and I got up and I went around back of the wagon, to fill the canteen, and a guy stepped out there with a gun that long right in my back, scared me to death.
You've got to quit hanging around, Charlie. I like several of Clanton's men. Getting particular about one is trouble. Bad trouble.
I thought you meant it. About, going to Denver?
How can I do that? I'm in business with old man Clanton.
Some business. Hiding robbery loot. Fencing jewelry and Mexican gold.
It pays, Charlie.
You want to wind up in jail? Or dead?
Act your age. I can't run out, and you know it.
I'll marry you.
Huh.
John Ringo is my first cousin. You say the word, John will talk to old man Clanton. Ask him to let you out.
Ringo wouldn't let you marry me. Quick, in the other room. Just a moment. Who is it?
Your laundry, Miss Alma. Everything went fine.
It's all right, Charlie.
More loot?
Don't act so shocked. You're not so pure. You help Ringo and Clanton steal cattle. Here, the 200 I owe you.
I don't care about that.
Take it. Now get out.
But, Alma, honey.
Don't honey me. I ain't sweet. Good night, Mr. Parks.
Get in and sit down.
That's him. That's him. That's Charlie Parks.
You better start talking, mister.
I got nothing to say.
Mr. Parks, you were carrying 4 $20 bills. They were taken from the robbery tonight. Where'd you get them?
They blew down the street, and I picked him up. Johnny Ringo's my first cousin. He won't like this.
Put him in there for the night, Mr. Gibbs.
Come on, bud.
Can you imagine that? $20 bills blowing down the street in Tombstone. And me up on a war wagon.
Now, Ringo, got you hold of your temper. I'll get young Parks out and hire him a lawyer. Getting mad at Judge Spicer, that don't make sense.
Charlie Parks wasn't in on that heist.
Then Spicer'll turn him loose.
I ain't beholden to no judge. A man has to take up for his kinfolk. And I'm making sure Charlie don't get railroaded.
I'm tired of nursing you, Johnny. You get in trouble this time, you get yourself out.
Some of my hoodlum friends think you have the wrong man on that payroll heist.
Parks was carrying some of the stolen money.
Granted. Spouter will testify it was Parks. But if I know Charlie Parks, he wouldn't do anything without cousin John Ringo.
Oh. And what about that girl he's been seeing?
Well, if you're referring to Miss Alma Ross, the sweetheart of the Clantons, let me tell you, Wyatt, a drone like Charlie wouldn't aspire to the queen bee. And if he did, Ringo would stop him.
You think Ringo will try to bust him out?
Bound to, Wyatt, bound to.
You better stay awake until Judge Spicer gets here. I may need you.
You're right.
Judge Spicer? That's right. Johnny Ringo will give me a message to give you. He says to turn Charlie Parks loose. Who's Charlie Parks? Turn him loose. That's all he said. Come on. Where does Ringo think he's going to get threatening me?
Sir, when Ringo loses his temper, he doesn't think.
Well, bring in this Charlie Parks, huh?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Parks, this is only a preliminary hearing. You can plead guilty or not guilty or refuse to say anything at all.
I'm not saying nothing.
Very well. The court will set bail in the sum of $5,000. Do you have it? Marshal Earp, return the prisoner to jail.
Yes, sir.
This court is adjourned.
Hold on.
I only heard enough evidence to justify holding Parks. The robbery was at night, and the robbers were masked.
Well, I'm not sure that he was in on the job. Spotter could have been mistaken because of the masks.
Well, then why would Ringo threaten me?
Sir, Ringo once killed a man because he ordered beer when he ordered whiskey. He isn't exactly logical.
Well, I have a case to hear in Charleston. I'll be back tomorrow.
I wish you'd postpone it.
Why, because of Ringo? Nonsense. I've been threatened before.
Sir, then let me go along, huh?
No, you stay here and work on the Parks matter. I can take care of myself.
Yes, sir.
But thanks, Wyatt.
Well, there isn't any sense in arguing with Judge Spicer. We'll just have to trail him. Here. Mr. Gibbs. You ready?
Yep.
He doesn't even ask where. We might have some shooting with Johnny Ringo.
Suits me.
Come on.
Marshal Earp, my name is Ross. Alma Ross.
Well, is it anything important, ma'am? We're in kind of a hurry.
I'd like to see Charlie Parks.
Well, you can see him in about 3 hours.
Marshal Earp, I know something about the law. Any prisoner has the right to have a visitor.
Don't rile him, Miss Alma. He's quite impervious to your charm or your scorn.
If you come back later, you can see him then.
Order! Court's in session.
Well, so now you're going to try me.
Just like you tried Charlie Parks.
I told you I didn't try him. It was only a preliminary hearing.
Well, I'll do the same thing, Judge. I'll give you a preliminary hearing. Order! Nothing funny about this. Is there, Judge?
No, there isn't.
Untie him, so he can raise his right hand and swear to tell the truth.
I think you know I'll tell the truth.
All right. Now, what evidence you got against my cousin, Charlie?
Well, they grabbed him here. Headed for Apache Rock. Come on.
As I said, the evidence against Mr. Parks thus far is circumstantial.
What does that mean?
When Parks was arrested, he had 4 bills from the stolen payroll on him. He refused to explain them.
Yeah, but who saw Charlie in that heist?
There is an eyewitness, Ringo. But the bandits wore masks, and I'm not convinced he's right.
Well, then you're holding Charlie just because of the money.
Not altogether. Your message ordering me to turn him loose was conclusive.
Huh?
I mean that any orders coming from a hoodlum like you shows that something's rotten. If Parks is not guilty, why should you risk a charge of abduction and contempt of court?
He's talked too long, Johnny. Let's hang him and get away from here.
Order! I want to say something to Big Man Spicer. You called me a hoodlum. Well, I wouldn't treat a dog the way you've acted about Charlie.
You deny he was in that holdup?
I sure do. Charlie don't do nothing without my say-so.
Yeah, that's right.
Order! Now, this court is going to ask you one last question, Judge. You going to turn Charlie loose?
Not until he's had his trial.
I'll crease Ringo's skull, and we'll jump him.
All right. I reckon I better pass sentence. Formal-like. Hold it!
Put on your guns.
Unbuckle him.
Come on, wake up, Ringo. Wake up. Come on, wake up. Doc, give me a hand. We'll walk him around.
You take care of them.
Come on. Stand on your feet.
I'm gonna gun Ringo for this.
I claim priority.
You'll do nothing of the sort.
But he tried to kill you, sir.
This man is guilty of abduction and contempt of court, but he can't be gunned for that. And what I say applies to you, Dr. Holliday.
Holiday. It is, Doc. I'll shoot it out with any one of you.
Sit down.
He's a sweet character, ain't he?
He says Parks is innocent, and he seems sincere in his reasoning.
Sincere? Ringo?
Judges, we save you from getting shot, and all you keep thinking about is justice for Charlie Parks.
Ringo will get away with this attempt, sir. He'll demand a change of venue from your court. You'll have to grant it.
That's right. One of them Clanton judges will acquit him for sure.
That isn't the point.
What is the point?
Wyatt has a crime of armed robbery to solve. Now, if Parks goes to court, he could be convicted just because he's a hoodlum. Now, do you want that?
No, sir.
Well, then act like it. And you, Dr. Holliday, must I remind you that you once stood trial on a framed-up charge?
I stand reproved, Your Honor.
Very well. Now, take these men to jail. There's time yet to work on the robbery.
Yes, sir. May I ask where you're going?
To Charleston. I have to hear a case there, remember? I'm more than an hour late now.
Wyatt, I think maybe we better solve that payroll heist another way.
You know, I think you're right. Come on.
You've got a nerve.
You going someplace, Miss Alma?
Get out of here.
I told you she'd try this, Wyatt.
Miss Alma, you're under arrest.
That's a laugh.
Doc, you take her over there and sit her down. Mr. Gibbs and I'll turn this place inside out.
My pleasure.
Shotgun, take that room.
Tearing down the hotel, Wyatt?
No. We have enough evidence now.
What? There's a walled-up closet in there. Just looky here. And she had this and a hollered-out bedpost. Just take a look.
From Mexico, no doubt. All those jewels and you two? It's quite a treasure, Wyatt.
Funny man.
Miss Alma, did you plant those payroll banknotes on Charlie?
What do you take me for? I owed Charlie $200 and I paid him. How did I know the mine kept the numbers?
I don't suppose you'd care to tell us who pulled the robbery.
You haven't proved anything.
A young lady living in the middle of all these here stolen goods, worth thousands.
I'll explain it all in court, Mr. John Law.
Now, this is a story I simply must hear.
Come on.
You got something, Doc? I warned Ringo plain to his face. Kidnapping a judge, threatening to hang him. Why, I never heard of such tomfoolery. All right. What do we do about it?
That part's easy. We have him changed to one of our own judges. It's the girl I'm worried about.
You mean Alma?
Earp caught her red-handed. All kinds of stuff in her room.
Well, pretty girl collects presents.
Not robbery loot, Mr. Clanton.
You just defend her, Baxter. That's what you paid for.
You gonna let Spicer try her?
He's a man, ain't he? You know Alma.
Well, all right.
No slip-ups now. I need that gal. Best hand in the outfit comes to selling goods.
know what? I was just trying to imagine old man Clanton's face. He must be apoplectic by now.
It's no use, Doc. I got 3 people in jail, and I still haven't found the men that held up Granby.
That's quite true, Deacon.
You said that Ringo wouldn't like it if Charlie was sweet on Miss Alma.
Ringo would not allow it.
Why not?
He is a bully and a tyrant. Even Ringo can't be a king without a kingdom. Charlie is his kingdom.
Well, Ringo's got plenty of followers.
They're not all cowards.
Well, thanks, Doc. I guess it's worth a try.
What is?
Well, it's just a hunch. I'll let you know if it works out.
What's wrong, Charlie? Alma cleared you. You're free. I made my bail. Cheer up.
I can't. I'm worried about Alma.
Ah, the old man will get her off.
He'd better. I want to marry her.
No. But Cousin John, I love her. I said no. Get on your horse.
Now, you must be brave and tell the truth.
It was horrible. I thought the silver things were presents. We were going to be married and have our own house and...
Mr. Baxter.
Your Honor.
The defendant asserts that she was tricked by a criminal. The court would like to know his name.
Oh, no. Please, no. He'd kill me.
Miss Ross, the court must warn you that fear of your paramour in no way lessens your responsibility before the law.
Do you expect me to risk my life?
I'm sure the court appreciates what terror this little lady has lived under. If the court please, the defense rests.
Very well. This court is adjourned till 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
What's this, Ringo?
Them 2 pulled the robbery. Passed the stuff to Alma. She gets rid of it.
Who for?
Never mind that. I gave them knockout drops. They won't know how they got here.
Fair enough.
You tell Judge Spicer he's getting off lucky. He ought to be more careful.
Your Honor, we intend to prove the
Order! Order! Marshal Earp, what's the meaning of this?
Your Honor, these men have confessed to the mine payroll robbery. And they also wish to testify against Miss Alma.
Ringo did this, I know it. Don't you dare testify against me. You hear? Don't you dare!
Order! Order in the court! Order! Order in this court!
Mr. Brandt and Mr. Haley, you are sentenced to 5 years in prison for armed robbery. Miss Ross, you will serve 18 months in jail at Tucson. Marshal, remove the prisoners.
Run out this way.
Good work, Mr. Earp. Oh, Mr. Earp. Call John Ringo to the bench.
Ringo? Come on up here. You want me to come and get you?
Mr. Ringo,
You kidnapped and attempted to intimidate a judge of the territory of Arizona. You will be charged and tried for your crime in a higher court at Prescott. You will have a chance there to explain your actions, if you can, to a federal judge.
I just came in here to watch the trial. You can't do this to me.
I already have, Mr. Ringo. This court is adjourned.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Mr. Morris, you say that you did not hold up the Wells Fargo station and you did not kill the agent.
Yes, sir.
But you won't tell me where you were.
No, sir.
Then will you tell me how I can believe you're innocent?
I guess you can't.
Do you want to hang?
No, I don't want to hang. I can't tell you where I was either.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien.
John Bean was appointed sheriff of Cochise County through the influence of the 10% ring, for whom he performed many favors. This brought him into conflict with Marshal Wyatt Earp and many people of Tombstone. Wyatt was often tempted to kill Bean, but killing for any reason was against Wyatt's deeper principles. Bean knew this, and as a result became one of Wyatt's most dangerous enemies.
Hello, Jake.
Wyatt, I cannot see your point. They murdered Hanby and rode off with the cash box and the mail sack.
That's right, sir.
But you won't organize a posse and go after them, and that's your sworn duty.
Mr. Thacker, I'll go after those hoodlums, but not with a posse.
Why not? You took a posse after the Xanadu gang.
That was different. The Zambaduas were running for the border through strange country. Now, these men know every rock, all the water holes in all directions. I'm just not going to ask amateurs to ride into an ambush.
Well, if something isn't done fast, the main office will send a vice president down here. You see, they take it personal if one of their men is killed.
Oh, yes, I know, and I honor them for that. I used to be an old Wells Fargo man myself. Now, look, you've got a good undercover man in J.P. Ayers. You trust him?
Well, certainly.
Well, then give him a chance to identify these small-timers that pull the job. There's no sense in fighting the whole Clanton outfit.
How long will that take?
Well, sir, that depends on a lot of things.
How long, Wyatt?
Mr. Thacker, nobody can answer that exactly. It might take a week. It may just take a few days.
Well, I can't wait. Wyatt, these robberies and killings have got to be stopped.
Look, it would take 300 special agents and an act of Congress to break the Clantons, and we haven't got either one. Now, be reasonable.
I've been reasonable too long. I'll handle this case my own way.
Your own way, huh?
We're the posse.
Well, I won't take them out.
You don't have to. I'm sure Sheriff Bean will be more cooperative. Good day, Marshal. Sheriff, I want a posse organized and sent after the Hanby killers right away.
A posse? What about Marshal Earp? What did he say?
The marshal said no. So I came to you. You're the sheriff.
The truth is, sir, Earp isn't too popular. I doubt that he could raise another posse right now.
Oh, he's probably waiting for the inside tip-off to the guilty men.
Well, I don't care what he's doing. The point is I want those men caught.
I see. You want to send in a report your main office will approve. And naturally, they don't like unsolved crimes.
Naturally. Do you?
No, of course not. A posse's a very good idea, Mr. Thacker. Very good. But Earp should have started on the trail while it was hot.
How big do you think that posse'd have to be, Sheriff?
I was getting to that. It would take 20 or 30 men. And the county can't afford to subsist horses and men on what could be a long chase. I'm afraid, sir...
Wells Fargo doesn't ask the county to pay its bills. We're offering a reward.
What kind?
Even so, Mr. Thacker.
$10,000 for the arrest and conviction of Hanby's killers.
10,000?
We never paid more. Now, if you're out for bounty money...
No, I'd do well to break even. And naturally, anything left over would go to my deputies.
Does that mean you'll go ahead?
Yes. I'll raise the posse and lead them. I'll need an advance, however.
Come over to the office. It's against company policy, but this is an emergency. I'll give you $1,000.
But, Sheriff, suppose you don't catch the killers. That trail is real cold by now.
Don't worry, I'll find them. You get ready to ride, Cavanaugh. What do you say, Mr. Clanton? You keep the Wells Fargo stuff. We don't have to find that anyway. You turn the men who killed Hanby over to me, and we'll split the 10,000 50-50.
Well, I'll tell you what I say. My boys never pulled that job. They got bigger things to do, and if they had, I wouldn't turn them in. Worth more than that right here.
Then pick some sort of a troublemaker. It's an easy way to get rid of a man, and I don't care who it is.
Well, I do. Never frame no man onto the gallows.
But, Papa, $5,000.
Hush up, Ike. You're a pretty poor excuse. I hate Wyatt Earp with a good, clean hatred, but I downright despise you.
Papa, keep your temper. Come on, I see you to your horse.
Don't turn your back on him, Ike.
If I find you a setup, does the 5,000 go for me?
Sure. But I'll need witnesses, too.
I can get them. But not a word to Papa. He'd kill me.
Give me credit for a little sense.
Find anything?
No. A lot of tracks, but the trail gave out. Anything happened while I was gone?
Yeah. You could have saved yourself the trip. Sheriff Benz done already solved the case.
The Hanby killing?
Yes, sir. Brung in that young rancher, Will Morris. Says he done it.
What does Morris say?
That he didn't do it. What'd you expect?
Maybe he's telling the truth.
Just wait till you talk to him, White. He ain't got no alibi. I'm afraid they're gonna hang him for it.
I took a good look at that stage station. 3 men in the robbery. Tracked the horses about 5 miles before the trail ran out. Dr. Goodfellow says that there are bullets from both the .45 and a rifle in the body.
Sound more like the Clantons, don't it?
Where's Morris, inside?
Yeah.
I'll have a talk to him. You go get some rest.
Ben's itchy for a quick trial. Seeing the justice is done. There ain't a whole lot of time left, White.
Oh, hello, Shotgun.
Oh, how do you do, Miss Nellie?
Wyatt, I've got to talk to you.
It's quite late. Must be very important.
It is. This is Virginia Rollins. Her father has that silver mine out north of town.
Howdy, Miss Rollins. Won't you please sit down?
Come sit down, Virginia. Thank you, Wyatt.
I know your father. He's quite a fine man. What seems to be the
It's
trouble?
not about him. Virginia tells me that Will Morris has been arrested for something that he didn't do.
Well, he was arrested, but how do you know he's not guilty?
Because he was with me when that man was held up and killed. He wouldn't tell Sheriff Bean.
Why not?
Because of my father.
You see, Wyatt, sometimes Virginia's father can be pretty unreasonable. He wants her to marry a miner, and he doesn't even want her
When he hears about this, I don't know what he'll do. He doesn't like Will. I don't care anymore. I can't let Will die.
No, Virginia.
Miss Rawlins, is there anybody else who, well, might have something against your young man?
Oh, no. He works very hard on his ranch. Everyone else thinks he's wonderful, except Ike Clanton.
What's Will got to do with the Clantons?
Oh, it sounds silly, but Ike's jealous. He thinks I won't see him because of Will. So he hates Will. Threatened to shoot him once.
Old man Clanton's done a lot of awful things, but I don't think he'd go for a frame-up. Maybe if I had a talk with him.
No, he wouldn't tell you who the killers were.
Maybe not, but I might get him to stop this frame-up.
I'm not sure I want him to.
Whatever you say, Wyatt.
Miss Rollins, I want you to do me a favor. You go home and don't mention to anyone what you told me here.
But he'll die.
Now, don't worry. You can trust Wyatt.
I don't think we should upset your father unless we need to. I promise you, Mr. Morris won't die.
All right, Mr. Earp. Thank you.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Now, Mr. Morris, you say that you did not rob the Wells Fargo station. You did not kill the agent.
Yes, sir.
But you won't tell me where you were.
No, sir.
Then how can I believe you're innocent?
I guess you can't.
Mr. Morris, do you realize that you're going to hang for this? That you're going to be tried and sentenced to hang for murder?
I didn't think it was that bad.
Do you want to hang?
No, I don't want to hang. But I can't tell you where I was. I just can't.
Why not? You trying to protect somebody else?
I'm in love with this gal. I was out riding on the plateau with her last night. If her father finds out about it, there's no telling what he'll do. She'll never forgive me.
Well, she must be a real dilly of a girl. If she lets you hang, you're a fool, not a gentleman.
All right. Her name is Virginia Rollins. You can ask her about it.
I already have. She told me the whole story.
Well, then
I had to get it from you. Mr. Morris, it's quite obvious that you're being framed, but I have to find the killers. Now, I have an idea that if they think that you're going to be convicted of the murder, they'll get careless enough that I might be able to catch up with them. But I'll need time.
Well, can I help?
You can. You go on refusing to say where you were last night. Stay in jail a while longer.
You mean just pretend I'm guilty?
That's right. We may not have to use your alibi after all.
Mr. Earp, I'll do anything to keep Virginia out of this.
Wyatt! Well, you were wrong. Sheriff Bean captured that hoodlum without losing a man.
He used a posse?
No, no posse. Just Kavanaugh.
You're mistaken, Gibbs. I gave the sheriff an advance so he could hire the posse.
You gave Bean money?
$1,000.
Looks like you spent your money for nothing, Mr. Thacker.
Now, you're on the wrong track, Wyatt. He's entitled to the reward as soon as the man's convicted. Now, if he didn't need the posse, well, that's sheer luck. And it's Funny he didn't mention it to me.
Yeah, it's very funny. How much more has he got coming?
9,000. The reward is 10.
$10,000. Well, Ben would frame himself for that much.
In order to get that 9,000, he's got to prove Mr. Morris guilty.
That's right. Are you suggesting that he can't prove it?
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything, Mr. Thacker. Look, why don't we talk about this some other time? You know, if Ben has framed Morris for that reward money, this is our first chance to catch him at something serious.
If we catch him.
Yeah. Hey, look, there goes Ike Clanton into the birdcage.
Yeah, and he's alone, too, ain't he? You don't suppose he's just gonna meet a certain no-good sheriff in there, do you?
Yeah, he could be. Ben's too smart to let him come to the courthouse. But it's just coincidence if they happen to meet in the birdcage. Let's find out, huh?
I want the rest of the money. The boys are fidgeting. I already gave you the 1,000 I got. You'll get the rest when I do, after the trial. When's the trial? No date yet. You know how to handle the boys, Ike. Keep them quiet. I'll rush the trial as much as I can.
Why rush it, Johnny? He'll hang soon enough.
Wyatt, Wells Fargo wants it settled.
Oh, yeah, Wells Fargo. Say, whatever happened to that posse you were going to hire?
I tracked the killer myself. Didn't need a posse.
What'd you do with the $1,000 Thacker gave you then?
I've still got it. Part of the reward money, you know. Perfectly legal. What are you being so sociable about, Herb?
I want you to tell me who killed Hamby. Sit down.
You got nothing on me.
Your father will have. If I tell him that you're helping Ben put a frame on young Morris.
I didn't frame anybody.
Oh, I know all about it, Ike. I know why you picked Morris, and I know that you know who killed Hamby and where they are. And I want you to lead a posse there.
Now, look. I arrested Morris on Ike's say-so. If there's been a miscarriage of justice, it's my duty to straighten things out.
Well, he says that just like a real sheriff, don't he?
Don't he?
I ain't a squealer.
But I am. And I tell your father.
You can't do that, Pop. It'd kill me.
Better chance than I'd give you.
Now, look, Sheriff Ben, we'll form a small posse with Mr. Thacker. Since you got some of the money, why don't you just come along and make the arrest?
Wyatt, I'm on good terms with the Clantons. It helps me when I collect taxes. You don't need my help to arrest those Clanton men. The old man might get sore. Oh, no, Johnny. You don't weasel out. Shut up!
Shall we go, gentlemen? Gibbs, you circle come in from the back. Mr. Thacker, you and your man take the sides. We'll come in from the front. Let's go.
I better stay here and watch the horses.
Roscoe will watch the horses. Come on.
The law's outside.
Well, we can't make a fight here. Come on, let's make a run for the brush.
Wait! The cash box and mail sack.
I give!
Ike, run off, Wyatt.
Let him. We got what we came for.
Mr. Clanton! Mr. Clanton! Well, what's the trouble, Dongo? Come on, spit it out.
Well, Bean double-crossed you. He arrested Jake and Homer for the Hanby killing.
Bean done that?
That's right. He led Wyatt Earp and the Wells Fargo agent right straight to the hideout, and they killed Summers.
Get the boys. We can do some killing, too.
Marshal Earp?
Yes, sir.
Remove the prisoners.
If the court please.
Yes, Sheriff.
I think the law provides that I have custody of these men.
The court does not consider you a proper custodian. Mr. Earp, take them away.
Yes, sir.
One moment, Sheriff. The court orders you to release Will Morris forthwith.
Yes, sir, right away.
Hold on. I'm not finished. You will also return the $1,000 that you accepted from Wells Fargo. You're not entitled to it.
But...
Court is adjourned.
I guess I owe you an apology.
We all make mistakes.
An innocent man could have been convicted with Wells Fargo paying $10,000 to get it done. I haven't any excuse for being so hasty, Wyatt, except the complete lawlessness of this town.
Well, I understand your position, Mr. Thacker. You have a lot of pressure from the main office. Your mistake was in tempting an unscrupulous man with your reward.
Now, that's another thing. Why haven't you arrested Bean?
Because I can't prove that he framed Morris. Don't you think I'd like to nail him?
Calm down. I was just asking, Wyatt. I got the $1,000 back, the mail sacked, the cash box, and men are in jail. I can't complain.
What are you doing here?
They're in town. Old man Clanton and his top guns.
So what's so unusual about that?
They sent for me to come to the birdcage. They mean to kill me.
Well, now, why shouldn't they, from their point of view?
You tricked me into leading that posse and arresting Clanton's men, Wyatt. You can't let him kill me.
Well, Sheriff, I see you got the message. Clanton's gonna gun him, Wyatt. And I say good riddance. He brung it on himself.
Where's Ike Clanton?
Cosmopolitan Hotel. He's afraid to go home, and I don't blame him.
What are you going to do, Wyatt?
Mr. Gibbs, you go on over to the Cosmopolitan Hotel and see that Ike doesn't leave that room. You get in a cell.
A cell?
You asking my help or not? Get in a cell. The Clantons won't look for you there.
All right. I'll wait there.
Where you going, Wyatt?
Don't you worry about that. You just keep Ike in that room.
He deserves to be killed. I'd have shot him myself, but he won't go for a gun. Bean's gotta die, ain't he, Wyatt?
We all have to die sometime, Mr. Gibbs.
You were tempted to let them gun Bean.
Yes, I was.
But how can you save him?
Well, I have to try. Can't let Clanton shoot at us, Sheriff. Even to get rid of Bean.
Well, Bean ain't in the courthouse, or in his hotel, or in any saloon. You reckon he's spooked?
He ain't got no place to run to, boss.
Where could he go? Well, get your guns. We'll find him. Let's go. Oh. Hold on a minute. Evening, Herb.
Evening, Mr. Clinton.
Me and the boys are in town to do you a big favor, Sonny. Can't tell you what it is just yet.
Ike is mighty sick, Mr. Clanton.
Sick? What's wrong with him?
Dr. Goodfellow doesn't know. But Ike would like to see you.
Well, where's he at?
Cosmopolitan Hotel.
Well, I'll have to go now. You fellas just sit a while. I won't be long.
After I found out he tried to frame Will Morris for half the reward money, I threatened to tell you. So he agreed to turn in Hamby's killers. You can't blame Bean for that. I forced Bean to go along.
This true, Ike? You gonna tell this around?
No. Only reason I told you is so you wouldn't kill Bean.
You're the Lord's own fooler. Bean hates you. He'd gun you if he had the sand. Get on your feet. Earp said you were sick. You're gonna be. Come on. If you wasn't a Johnny Law, Sonny, I'd thank you real kindly.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Is the old man home?
Yep, he's in the house.
I'm Dodie Jones from Tucson.
All right, you've been here before. Go on in.
You must have heard what he did to me in Tombstone. Knocked most of my teeth out. Cost me 6 weeks getting them fixed.
Too bad.
However, this is more than a personal matter. News of conditions in Tombstone has reached Washington.
Boil it down to plain language, will you, Dodie?
In plain language, it means that there'll be a new governor. Carpetbaggers running things. Unless we get rid of Earp.
Yankees bossing us around?
Speeches in the Senate already. They're calling us hooligans.
Well, now, that's bad talk. I don't like it.
Something has got to be done. You've got to get rid of Earp.
Killed? Well...
There's no other solution, Mr. Clanton. Earp has stirred up the Wells Fargo Safety Committee and Clum's paper. You've got to get rid of him.
Shut up. I'm studying this. Tombstone. Oh, that's no good.
With all your men?
I wouldn't take my boys into town for this. All them tombstoners fighting behind adobe walls.
I hadn't thought of them.
Yeah, Earp was honest, and he's brave. Can't buy him, he can't scare him. Yeah, too bad. He'd have to be killed, all right.
How? When?
That's my business. It ain't a job I relish exactly. I don't talk no more about it.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp stayed alive in Wichita, Dodge City, and Tombstone because he was more intelligent than the gunslingers, outlaws, and hoodlums who hated him. But when Marshal Earp became an intolerable menace to the Clantons and the 10% ring in Tucson, the time had finally come to kill him.
Wyatt, this comes straight from our undercover man at Charleston.
They heard a drunk talking?
That's right. Old man Clanton's rounding up all his top guns. There's a powwow at his ranch tonight.
Could be just a rustling raid.
No, to get you.
Clanton has too much sense to ride in here for a turkey shoot.
We can raise lots of guns, Mr. Thacker.
Well, if we have time. We'll need all the men Wells Fargo can send. This could be the showdown, Wyatt.
Mr. Thacker, I string along with Doc. Old man Clanton isn't going to bring his men into Tombstone.
But he's promised the Tucson crowd he'll kill you.
Doc?
At your service, Deacon?
You circulate among your hoodlum friends, see if you can find one of them that'll tell us what this is all about. Mr. Gibbs?
Yes, sir.
Take a tour of the saloon, see if you can find any Clanton men in town.
Right, sir.
Go ahead and blow off steam, Mr. Thacker. It'll do you good.
Wyatt, I tell you, the Clanton crowd is getting ready to gun you down, and you smile. You think this is a wild rumor?
No, sir, I don't.
Then let's get a posse. You need help.
Clanton isn't going to come charging up Allen Street. He'll think up something a lot slicker than that.
Ambush.
Maybe.
I'm still going to ask Wells Fargo for as many special men as they can send.
It's your company, sir.
Wyatt. I'm trying to save your life.
Thank you, sir.
Close the door, Gibbs, and lock it.
I don't know nothing, Doc.
You don't, huh? And how come Gibbs found you hanging outside the telegraph office?
Huh? Oh, I was expecting a message.
Who'd waste money wiring you? Hold that cannon on him, Gibbs.
You touch me and old man Clanton will fix you. You can't bluff me, Doc.
Rowdy used to be a telegrapher. Till he joined up with the San Badoos, tapping wires for them.
Why don't you just cut his throat, Doc?
That won't be necessary, just a little nerve surgery. I'm gonna fix it so he'll never use his hands again. Put your arm on the table.
You don't dare cut me, Doc. It's against the law.
Put your arm on the table, quick.
Doc ain't fooling, mister.
Hold that knife, Gibbs. We'll sever the elbow tendons, but a nerve section.
No, Doc, don't, please don't. I'll tell you.
Well, start talking then.
Old man Clanton is going to heist the stage, and then he's going to bushwhack Wyatt Earp when he comes riding in.
What stage? Where?
I don't know, Doc, so help me.
Give me that knife, Gibbs. He fainted, and I only pinched him a little. You reckon he was telling the truth?
Well, I reckon he's too scared to lie.
You know, Gibbs, a lot of my hoodlum acquaintances think that I'm a surgeon as well as being a dentist. It's a wonder he didn't die of fright. We'd better get out of here.
Ain't we gonna tell Wyatt, Doc?
Not yet. When Clanton sets up a bushwhack like this, it calls for some accurate killing. I'm sending for Morgan Earp and some good guns.
Doc, them Clantons is long past due.
You go on with your patrol. We'll break the news to Wyatt after I send the telegrams.
Right.
Who is it?
Morgan Earp, Doc.
All right, then I won't shoot you. Come on in.
How are you, Doc?
I'm fine. Fine.
You send this telegram? If I want Wyatt to live, I'll hurry to Tombstone?
Yep.
Virgil told me not to pay any attention to it. He said you must have been drinking.
Morgan, you can get 10 to 1 that Wyatt will be buried in Boot Hill Cemetery by sundown tomorrow.
You mean it? Who's after him?
The whole Clanton outfit. Ringo, Brocious, the McLaury, Spence, Stillwell. The finest collection of six-gun talent ever assembled.
Wyatt want to fight him alone?
No, he just doesn't believe it. The Wells Fargo people have told him. I've told him. Maybe he'll believe you.
I don't know. I'm just a little brother.
Yes.
Have you sent for help?
I certainly have. Morgan, this is the showdown. Either you convince Wyatt he's going to be killed, or he will be killed.
Oh, no.
Hi, big brother.
You're kind of traveling fast company, aren't you?
I can shoot.
Doc send for you?
You can tell him, Morgan.
He says there's bad trouble here, Wyatt.
Well, now, Doctor, Holiday just could be wrong, you know. Anyway, welcome to Tombstone. It's good to see you. I'll get washed up and we'll grab a bite of supper. Huh?
Doc doesn't spread false alarms. How's your trip? Pretty fair?
Well, we won't wear our guns because Wyatt might get sore about it. This is the place we meet Doc Holliday.
Feed 'em and water 'em. We're waiting for Doc Holliday.
Wyatt?
Yeah?
Where are you supposed to be dry gulched?
Skeleton Canyon, Doc says. Wells Fargo stage is to be robbed there. Their agent wants to call out the cavalry.
What's so funny about that?
I'd look awful funny, wouldn't I? Take a men into Skeleton Canyon, nothing happened.
What if it does?
I'd still look awful funny. Marshal riding into an ambush.
Look, if Clanton is after you, what are you going to do? Wait for the bullet?
Sit down. All right, get out.
Curly, take your boys back up there in the brush. Now, no fires, no moving around to visit here. Papa says Earp can't get here till noon.
Why don't we shoot him? Papa says do it smart. All this is only bait. He wants Earp and his posse off of them horses and questioning these fellas before we move in.
Like setting ducks on a pond, huh?
Yeah, about time.
You boys tote that money box and that mail pouch upside of the hill. We'll whack it up while we're waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Make the time pass quicker.
Wyatt, the Skeleton Canyon stage is now 2 hours late at Station 5.
What are we waiting for? We should be on our way to the canyon.
I don't think we ought to go out there.
What?
Old man Clanton won't be taking part in that robbery.
Correct. He'll plan it, but he won't be there.
Nobody else can control the top guns.
Well, that's smart thinking, Wyatt. They ain't on his payroll.
Well, I think that they'll wait maybe till 1 o'clock, and they'll decide that I've been tipped off, and the ambush is sour.
I suppose they'll just go home, eh?
Now, sir, I think they'll probably go to Charleston or Galeyville and spend a little of that loot they took from the holdup.
Well, now, what do you propose?
I think we should take all hands out to the Clanton Ranch.
Old man Clanton's home place?
We can grab them as they straggle back.
Well, that's nonsense, Wyatt. We'd be boxed in the center of Clanton's domain.
John, I just don't like the way you think.
Oh, you don't, eh?
No, I like Wyatt's idea. It shows a tremendous understanding of the hoodlum mind. It's a bold strategy.
It's bold, all right. That's for sure.
Well, if it works, old man Clanton will be spitting 10-penny nails.
I'll go along with you, Wyatt. And so will my friends. The whole plan amuses me.
We can't back you. It's too dangerous.
It's not as dangerous as fighting bushwhackers.
Yeah, at least we'd be fighting from behind walls.
Yeah. The walls of Clanton's own house.
No. No, the risk is prohibitive.
All right, Mr. Thacker. I can't urge you. It is risky. Morgan, you make sure you get a good horse. I think we ought to get out there before 1 o'clock. Mr. Gibbs, make sure that everybody has a Winchester and a handgun.
I'll get some extra bandoliers from Spangenberg's gun store.
Right.
Well, Wyatt, if you're that determined, you really better count Wells Fargo in.
Thank you, Mr. Thacker. The Clantons have needed a dose of their own medicine for a long while. Come on, Doc.
Yes, sir, it's a dandy. Now, just take a look at it out here, Mr. Clanton, where you can see it in the sunlight. Here, I'll take your hat.
By Joe, this is a dandy, all right. Ooh, Emma ought to like this one. She's been fussing at me all year to get myself a new hat.
Is that so? Well, it's the finest we have in the store, Mr. Clanton, the very finest. Say, looks like Marshal Earp's taking a posse somewheres.
Just wasting tax money again.
Oh, not this time, Mr. Clanton. You see, there was a stage hold-up in Skeleton Canyon this morning. Wells Fargo.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, yes, sir. But Marshal Earp will catch 'em all right. Yes, sir, I just can't get over it. That's the best-looking hat I ever did see. Looks just fine, Mr. Clanton. Just fine.
Well, I'll take it. How much?
See, that's funny. They're going the wrong way.
Well, that sure and tarnation ain't the road to Skeleton Canyon.
Must be something bigger going on, huh?
Something bigger? You're a blasted fool, Sidney. That Earp's an even bigger one.
Oh, you. Any sign of Earp yet?
It's almost 2 o'clock. Your old man was wrong. Earp ain't coming.
You reckon he was tipped?
A good John Law can smell a bushwhacking. He's good. I'm leaving.
Curly, Papa's gonna be sore.
Let him be sore.
Look, we robbed Wells Fargo and the United States Mail. He's got to bring a posse.
He was tipped. Anyway, we missed.
Papa's right-hand man, Ike.
You know, I don't think much of bushwhacking anyhow.
Why didn't you offer the gun, Earp?
You know why. He wears a U.S. star.
You're scared, Earp.
You disobeying Papa's orders, Curly?
I'll do anything he says it's sensible. It ain't sensible waiting out here in the brush forever. I'm going to Galeyville. Any of you boys want to keep me company? No.
Eddie, you just try it. I'll go with you, Curly.
Looks like the Earp.
All right. Mr. Gibbs, you and I'll move in first. Doc, you and Mr. Thacker come in with half the men on a 3-shot signal. Morgan? Brother? You wait here 5 minutes. Make sure that nobody comes in on the North Trail. Then you take the rest of the men and move in and join us.
Wyatt, we could be outnumbered awfully fast. You still asking us not to shoot to kill?
No. My plan doesn't work out and we're jumped by too many Clantons. Every man will have to decide for himself what has to be done.
Fair enough.
Let's go. Take the guns. Hold it! Come here. Anybody else here?
Not right now.
We'll find out. Watch it. It's all clear inside. Take them on in hog time. I'll signal the others.
March him.
All right, now, Mr. Thacker, you and your men take the bunkhouse. Stock, you and your gunfighters, you hold the main barn over here. I think you can make it fairly tight with hay bales.
Right.
The rest of us will try to hold the main house. That'll give us 3 sides to a square, and I want all the horses out of sight. I'm hoping that the old man will come in with a small party.
Don't think he'll surrender, huh?
No, he'll fight. Now, my big hope is that the rest of the outfit will straggle in. We'll take them group by group.
Too many windows for a fight, Wyatt.
We can gun them down in 5 minutes.
It may not be that easy, Morg. If it gets too hot, there's a bell here over by the cook shack. I'll shoot at that. That'll let you know that we're retreating to the bunkhouse over here.
Last stand at the Alamo. Don't even count on seeing us. I can't run, and Wyatt won't.
Dust cloud from the north. You better take your station.
Let's go.
Lock that door.
You men take those windows, Morgan.
Ain't no loyalty in nobody anymore. I ought to fire them boys and kill that Brooches.
Now, Papa, Earp wasn't gonna show. You said so yourself.
That ain't the point. I decide when to quit an ambush party, not Curly Brooches.
They just went to Galeyville for some fun.
If they get home, they'll have some fun.
Now, Papa, you can't blame them too much. They just...
I blame them plenty. And I'll show them big heads who's running this outfit. Get for home! Yeah! Come on here!
Here they come.
Bill, mate, feed and water the horses. Boys, I want you to know, I appreciate loyalty. I'm gonna find every man would run off $100 and whack it up amongst you men. Good, Papa. Hey, where are them guards?
Mr. Clanton, you and your men are under arrest.
Earp, by Joe, steps out of my own house and says I'm under arrest. Look out, boys. Take cover, boys.
Here, and I don't want anybody shot.
Hold it, boys. I'll take him myself.
Throw down your guns.
You no good Yankee.
Bad, Papa?
No, it's just a scratch. Killed. Finn, get down!
Good, Papa. They got him covered in a crossfire.
I gotta stop this fight right now. Stop shooting, boys! You hear me? Stop shooting! Earp! Call off your posse! No more shooting!
Hold your fire!
shotguns.
Get your hands out. Lock him up tight.
Good fight, brother. Just fair, just fair.
Too bad we didn't get the rest of them.
Why? Who isn't here?
McLaury's, Curly Brocious, Johnny Ringo, a few others. All we have are these. The old man, Ike and Finn.
Well, at least we got them.
Mr. Clanton, I'm going to charge you with that holdup at Skeleton Canyon.
Skeleton Canyon. Charge away, Earp. You can't prove nothing. But as long as there's a Clanton, you'll remember this day shooting at me from my own house.
What's the matter, Clanton? Don't you like being bushwhacked?
Well, I don't think he hates being bushwhacked as much as being plain outfigured, Doc.
He'll get used to it. Eh, boys?
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
এইখানে গাড়ি থামা। আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে মিশে অল্পে অল্পে আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
哎，同学姐，有料理呀。
Thế này thì vẫn thua. Ai trời ơi. À đây. Đây thử chiếc này. Thì châu sẽ vài đĩa cút. Sẽ vài đĩa cút. Không sao thầy ơi. Phải bỏ 2 phát ngoan gì đấy không thua mất. 15 máu thôi, đánh đổi rồi. Con 3 rồi. Đánh đổi rồi. AC1 chiếc AC2 là đánh đổi. Từ hàng tông người ta trường vậy làm trên của nó này đấy vẫn khỏe vẫn khỏe nhau thua vẫn khỏe không yếu đâu đấy ông hai cái đéo ở đây đâu chết ông hai mà không chết vậy ống nó bài biết ui ao không chết lại mất đéo ô ấn pháp sư cả một chút bút dòng ao hai không chết chuồn tỏ à nghe top 6 chat game vừa chat game có 23 bật tiền 23 điểm thì mất hết tiền bà lát lên đầu tiên lên năm sơn nhỉ nếu sắp 2 lần nữa ngọc bảo bao nhiêu bảo là tầm
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে
আমারও মনে হয় কি জানেন আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত
এটা কি উপলক্ষে
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন তারপরে বলতেছি
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয় এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে ম্যাডাম তার
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায় আপনি তো উল্টো বলবেন আপনি কি উল্টা
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া যেও না বন্ধু আমার ভুলিয়া
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই আমার কপালে আছে দাগ
Sao thế nhỉ? Sao thế ít ít nhỉ? Nổ boom. Chọn không vậy? Chọn rồi. Không có rồi. Rồi, cút. Xong, cút. Mèo 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 mèo. Cái gì đấy? Lò đắc bù bù làm mau vậy? Chuẩn không vậy? Thầy lái nha, thầy lái tốc độ cao xem con lái không? Từ từ, mày ai á, xít được. So ride a cat in high speed đấy. Chuẩn không? Ai á? Không được. Sợ tốc độ cao. Tốc độ cao đét mà. Rồi một lần, hai lần, lần thứ hai 300 lap à, 400 lap. Chuẩn không thầy? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Ui tốc độ cao thế. 378 lap cho 400. Này à, bắt đầu thua. Thua, bài khỏe đấy. 2299 á. Bài đấu sĩ á. Mình lẫn vào mày đừng méo ăn uống đầy đủ nhỉ. Thằng này được ăn uống đầy đủ. 2299 là phải không? Không. Tôi đâu chuyển ban đấu. Đúng đi em.
Lúm.
Ô. Phải chấm. Full rồi.
Chuẩn bị ăn đi sang xuống dưới.
Không biết. Ok thầy ơi. Mày sẽ ride a cat. Lâu rồi. 15 phút. Well played bro. Mày lái luôn đấy, lái bình vua lái racing boy. Nhốt luôn, chết không? Ngồi đi, đéo đi à? Vào nó kèm rất sơ linh, đéo đừng ăn la để chết. Phải không? Cũng là khỏe rồi, ra. Đấy cái bài gì với cả Nautilus 2 à?
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Quà sinh nhật à? Trai quý nhở? Mua được mà mình thu hàng này mà. May sang này vậy. Ok, đấy, lại và để đã tự tự di chuyển ra thể di chuyển là thầy chỉnh hai bên là xong. Bình không vậy? Bình không vậy? Bình không thầy ơi, Bình không thầy ơi, Bình không thầy ơi, Bình không thầy ơi. Bình. Ai á? Chôn tao. M là nó 50 m. Nhanh lên tao. Từ từ rồi. Mặc thêm 7 đấy. Chuẩn không nhỉ? Bài sự biết đấy. Đấy biệt. Dậy đi. Hay à, mảnh rất nhiều mảnh nha, rất nhiều mảnh nha. Cung luôn mà thôi, xin cái mảnh lấy đồ chỗ ăn vậy. Thêm cái giáp máu nữa. Khiếp, mấy cái mảnh cũng hết sạch mà. Anh lấy mảnh còn lại. Mày cho nhau, mày cho không? Mày cho anh không? Đừng chết nữa. Thằng Vũ vẫn đang nằm mà Dương. Chết. Đài. Mày không anh em mà thằng kia bây giờ có quỷ quá. Nhiều đi quát à? Ai à? 200 lap không? 200 lap. 200 lap. 95 à? 195 lap à? Tính 200 lap đây. Wow. À đúng rồi. Nhầm. Yes. 65.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপর তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরে যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা।
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত জলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ।
জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম ভইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে, শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে।
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায়, সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Right side đồ quỷ nhỉ? Phải đi rồi. Yes sir. Tao rồi. Còn bố game lỏ liên tài ra từ đầu cho nó. Chỉ tiếp. Ông cản phá. Tiếng đéo này đây. Quang này. Chào. Tạp âm vào. Nhớ rồi, nhớ rồi. Lúc đấy có tiếng ruồi. Anh em chơi cứ hỏi thằng nào tiếng ruồi thế. Gì 74 quả. Revert thôi. Anh làm ca game. Rồi xong quá trình biến hình mà. Rồi xong. Cắt lên. Đây game lag rồi. Game lag. Lag rồi. Đéo farm được. Bị lag rồi. Tao đang chơi đố kéo được. Bị lag rồi. Phải. Lúc kinh không block ạ. Block rồi, lúc kinh không block rồi. Bị tích con đấy. Tao bị mà, tao đang đơ này. Tao đang bị đơ mà. Tao đang bị đơ này. Tao đang bị nó cứ kiểu không làm gì ấy, chỉ đi được thôi, vẫn đi được bình thường. Nhưng mà nó không bị disconnect. Tao không. Tao đi bớt. Tao đi bớt xong tao vẫn mắc cuối này, chôn rồi. Muốn tao đi bớt xong tao mắc cuối này. Ra rồi. Đi bớt nó tỷ lần 7 lần. Nhưng mà không quay được về, tao bị lag. Kéo rồi ấn go được ạ. Lại được hết được rồi. Tự nhiên tao ấn go thế là lợi back về bắt đầu. Ôi hỏng rồi, thằng này chết rồi. Đấy. Kéo gì bây giờ? Là đéo nói đâu. Là chơi mỗi liên minh thôi, bạn thấy liên minh tập trung nói mỗi liên minh thôi, không nói ra một lúc đâu. Chơi cho Việt Nam ấy 1.200 coin à? Chỉ linh không bro. Làm hai việc một lúc mà. Tiền. Cho block lui nhá. Vậy cú à. Năm ai làm gì? Cho broccoli 9. Wow. Thật không? Đẹp quá. Ngân hàng này đi đéo nào này? Ngân hàng nào ấy Tâm? Ngân hàng lớp mình ấy. Anh đánh cái đéo ở đây. Trời, đánh còn tên cờ nhỉ, tao vừa để nhà trống. Yes sir. BITCS à. Đi lại 450 đam, mấy tỷ ấy. 6 tuổi à, 5 tuổi 6 à. Làm chút đây. Đi áo tù. Đây này. Thế phải đánh cái gì luôn đấy, bài của đéo gì ấy. Buồn đúng à. Rồi là video thứ ba rồi. Chôn broccoli không? Chôn broccoli thì bớt 7 à. Có cái gì đây? Wow. Thêm đấy, phải thêm đấy. Phải thêm đấy. Phải thêm đấy. Phải thêm rồi được rồi. Tầm này được 400 chắc được rồi. Đang đủ rồi. Ngay đủ kịp 100 triệu. Yes. Đúng rồi. 53. Mình có để. Okay. Sáu và 50. Ơ mặt ở đây à? Đố nêu. Đố nêu. Đố nêu à? Đố nêu. Ác quỷ phai nhá. Em Mai đấy, có em Mai à? Đây á, đây rồi. Tiến trồng quân này. Làm quân này. Mặc à? Biết rồi. 85 nếu dùng giáo thành trung quá. Ok, ok. Con am buồn rồi. Cô bà thì nhớ đi qua. Anh đi bớt rồi bà. Yes. Anh đã ace. Đúng lỗ. Sao